Tell me if you agree with this.
Okay.
Beef Bourguignon is just a fancy way to say fancy stew.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It is.
No, it isn't.
It totally is. It's stew, just because it has wine in it, it's fancy. It needs to be called Beef Bourguignon. It's beef stew.
Except you call it Beef Bourgie.
Beef Bourgie is the way to go. That's more my level.
Beef
Bring
Bourgie?
it down a notch from Beef Bourguignon to Beef Bourgie, I'm there.
Beef Bourgie sounds trash.
I'm there and I can admit it. All right, so this Beef Bourgie, aka Beef Bourguignon, aka beef stew, has a variety of shrooms in it. I went with some cremini mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, and some oyster mushrooms. They are so delicious, and I feel like that's what's gonna jazz up this stew and make it the fancy stew.
Oh, you got the fancy mushrooms. When you buy the fancy mushrooms, something good is about to happen.
But I don't even really get why they are fancy.
Because they're more expensive. That's what makes them fancier.
This was only $5 for all those shrooms. Well, like under 6. It was like 5 something.
Okay, because normally those are more expensive, the fancies.
I know.
I don't buy the fancies on the reg because I can't afford that.
Okay, well, you know what you can afford, and most people can afford in today's climate with all the expensive groceries and whatnot? A stewing beef.
Is that still acceptable though? Because now I feel like everything's gone through the roof. Is it still in the affordable price range?
I think it's still in the affordable price range, and it's something that you can stretch. Like this recipe is how you can stretch that out and feed a crowd. So we're adding some fresh thyme. I don't know about you, but when it gets to this time of the year, when I buy fresh herbs from the grocery store, it's like something even more special because they're gone now from our gardens.
I know, that's so true. And time can really go a long way. When you buy that little container, it's like you can make 100 things with that amount of time.
And it lasts in the fridge, so I love it.
Now I'm noticing that you are wearing a polka dot shirt in this video, and you're currently wearing a polka dot shirt that is the color of like Beef Bourguignon, kind of.
I swear to goodness gracious, I did not do that on purpose.
I'm not buying it.
I think it was just, I was on that level with it, you know? Secretly, I swear to God, I literally did not plan that.
Maddie's like, let's look like the wine in the stew. It's the colors and the flavors.
Okay, but watch. Wait, we're coming up. There's technically wine in here, but there's technically not wine in here.
I'm
so wait
confused.
till we see. Yeah, wait till we get to that part.
Okay.
Now, we always like to say your hands are the best tools in the kitchen, so get in there with your hands. Mix it up. There's only a few ingredients here. Some salt, some pepper, some olive oil, and all the veg that you see here. There's a little bit of carrot for color, a little bit of flavor as well.
There's a little bit of murd in every bite because you're really getting in there.
I'm clean.
Now, why are you doing that? Why are you mashing everything up like this?
Because I'm mashing it on, this is the tray that is for the Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Grill.
Oh.
And then I'm just slotting that into the grill.
Okay, I got confused.
How I wanted to do this is smoke all of these ingredients first, give it that little blast of smoke flavor, and then go continue with the traditional Beef Bourgie way.
I'm there.
I thought this was a very cool idea. So today we're using Smokin Pecan Pellets. We've talked about them before. We are obsessed with them. They have that gorgeous mahogany color. We've been using them on everything.
Yeah, that is going to be really spectacular in this, I can already tell.
We're just gonna load them into the Ninja Woodfire Outdoor Oven. Okay, I had some remaining ash from last time. You always gotta make sure that you clear that out, but it's just, you just hit it off the side of the table and you're good to go.
It's just dust in the wind. I literally will just dust it out in the wind. It's like, it's so easy.
Good Kansas song.
I know.
Loving it.
I know.
Okay, I wanted to raise the temperature to 400 because we're not low and slow cooking this. We want this to be in there, get some color on it, get some smoke on it, and get it back into the house into the Dutch oven.
Ooh.
The aroma of these pellets, it's really, really delicious. I would say it's not comparable to a typical pellet. It smells different. It smells like real wood, which is weird because the Smokin Pecan Pellets are pecan shells. Then we're just putting the whole tray into the oven. It smelled delicious. The pellet smells were already happening. You could already tell things were mixing and mingling out there. You're gonna close the lid, and then I wanted to just see what this looked like after, I think I let this go for 20 minutes, around 20 minutes. Yeah.
You really can't forget to press that start button. I've walked away from that oven so many times, and I'm like, uh-oh, you gotta hit start.
100%. So these are the ingredients that we're gonna be putting in to our Dutch oven when the beef comes back inside. So there's a lot of indoor-outdoor situation here. She's spotting it.
So you're cheating.
I don't think this is cheating.
That's 100% cheating, because is there actual wine in there?
It says there's actual wine in there. I believe labels, okay?
If you can buy that from the grocery store and you can be any age, then that means that there's not wine in there.
So you're saying that you could get drunk off just guzzling that thing?
If there was actual wine in there, they wouldn't be able to sell that to people. So I'm gonna call your bluff on that one.
Okay, well, I tried it and it did taste like it had wine in there. Sure. It did taste like that. Oh my, okay. Okay, so this was after 20 minutes. I wasn't really pleased with the color yet. So I added a few more minutes on there. I think I added 15 on there. And I'm like, I'm just gonna check it after that time and see if it's the color that I wanted, because I wanted some color. This is like, when you're making a traditional beef bourguignon, you wanna brown the meat. So this is like my browning stage.
I feel like the smoke flavor is the one thing that is missing from beef bourguignon.
Has this been done before? Because I always am trying to claim like I'm the first one that did it.
It has, buddy. You're not the inventor of everything. Maddie's like, I think I'm like just the best when it comes to like thinking of like innovative recipes.
You said it, buddy.
Okay, so you are adding bacon. That's interesting.
That's what's traditional in a beef bourgie.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, so, buddy, you've made beef bourgie before.
Yeah, but I didn't know it had bacon in it. Okay,
it has bacon in it. It has onions. There were bay leaves. Do not forget the bay leaves. It's also got my fave ingredient in there.
You're wrecking it.
No,
Why are
not.
you taking the time to use Smokin Pecan Pellets and make something that's going to taste so good, and then get that disgusting garlic in?
Don't stop stepping to me on the jarlic, okay? Okay, so then look at this color. Isn't that a beautiful color?
It is, yeah.
And you're just gonna wanna check it after 20 minutes in 20-minute increments. I forgot the tomato paste. You definitely do not wanna forget the tomato paste here. And I added about 2 tablespoons, so I went a little bit heavy on it, but that's gonna add a rich flavor to this. And the reason why I also liked the beef broth and the wine combo is because I thought sometimes when you're like making beef bourgie, tell me if you feel the same way. Sometimes it pains me a little bit to put in a whole bottle of wine.
Really?
Yes, because I'm like, I'd rather drink that bottle of wine and then have this for the inside.
Yeah, but that's what's gonna make it taste so good.
But this made it taste delicious too.
Yeah, and it does have a really nice color to it.
It does.
I like that you use the shortcut onions.
Okay, those onions are not just a shortcut here, okay? I'm obsessed with those because they are pickled onions. If you can find pearl onions in your grocery store, all the power to you. I can't ever find them. But I like pickled because pickled adds a delicious flavor. It breaks up the richness of this dish.
And you also don't have to do the work involved. And if you do find them, getting them out of all their little skins is quite annoying.
It is annoying, but it's primarily because I can't find them in the grocery store. It is a lot of work, but it's mainly because of the pickled flavor. I'm obsessed with these. In the recipe, it says add 20. Next time, I'm adding the whole jar.
Yeah, why not?
Why are you stopping at 20 here?
Now, I did notice that you've double dipped in this pot.
Why are you always pointing out when I double dip? Like you don't.
Because it's just no, I don't.
Yes,
double dipping is so sick.
I see you double dip all the time.
I lick a lot of things. But with my hands, which sounds grosser.
That's way grosser. I added parsley because parsley's not just a garnish. It also makes a nice freshness to this recipe because it's so rich. It needs the parsley. So I added all of it at the end. And also, I have a new grill set up for the winter, and I'm gonna try my best this winter to be the type of person who covers their grill. I've struggled with that in the past. Let's see how long I can stand to do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're not gonna make it.
I'm gonna say I don't believe I am either.
Because every year,
I know myself, and I'm gonna try. We'll see. Maybe add it to the New Year's resolutions. We'll see.
Yeah, every year we both say we're gonna do it, and then we both don't. But because you don't have a covered back area, please.
That's why I think maybe I can. Maybe this is my year.
I'm rooting for you, honey.